Hi guys, it's Brogan Rami, and I took a walk down to the thrift store, and I picked up a few things that I found that I really liked. They were really cute. The first thing I'm going to show you is a retro, vintage dress. It's really cute. It has this white lapel top on it, these white buttons that crisscross. It has a nice black belt on it as well. And this is what I love about vintage clothes and stuff, is that this is a 4 petite and it fits me beautifully. Um, I might do a video in this dress soon, but I mean, I absolutely love it. It's a 4 petite, um, and I'm usually about a size. I can wear anything from 6 to 11 depending on the cut. Well, 6 to 10 I should say. Um, Usually I fall between an 8 and a 10, but I do have a little bit of leeway between those between those two sizes. So I'm really happy that I found this. It's really cute. And then I picked up a bunch of books, just a crap load. Lies my teacher told me, everything your American history textbook got wrong. He also wrote Lies Across America, which I don't have. And there is Road Food, the coast-to-coast guide to 500 of the best barbecue joints, lobster shacks, ice cream parlors, highway diners, and much more. And then there's How to Dump a Guy, a coward's manual. I got this just because it's funny. I opened it up, and it was like changing the locks and planning for life without a manservant. It's just really funny. Like places to do it at. It was just ridiculous. And I think I'd get a good kick out of it. Getting in touch with your inner coward, how to know when to go, fear of ditching, graceless exits, how not to dump a guy. So let's go to page 20 for those. I'll just read off a few of them for you. Going AWOL, advertising for your own replacement, rarely used beyond the second date stage. The ditcher tries to fob the dumpy off on another woman, figuring that he wouldn't be upset about being dumped if a new romantic interest is waiting in the wings. The method requires suburb salesmanship. The new woman must be pushed on the dumpy as subtly as possible, and the dumpy must be marked to her in a way that doesn't arouse her suspicion. If he's so great, why don't you want him? A ridiculous investment of ditcher's own time and energy. Dumpy might be offended by the presumption that he can't get dates on his own. New woman likely to be insulted to be offered someone else's cast-offs. The carpe diem ditch, generally used only to end longer-term relationships. The woman wants out, but she refuses to leave until she can blame the breakup on the dumpy. So she waits until he does one tiny thing wrong, then seizes the day. She blows his misstep wildly out of proportion and presents it as the sole cause of the ditch. I've I wanted to dump Bill for a while, but I felt embarrassed because my reasons seemed so shallow. For instance, I couldn't stand his clothes. So I lay in wait for him to make a mistake. And finally he did. He didn't plan anything for my birthday. I ran with that. I exploded and told him I couldn't possibly be with a man who didn't organize a party or at least a dinner for my birthday. Highly inefficient. Almost always the reason she presents for the breakup makes her seem superficial and inflexible. The passive aggressive ditch, hiring a hitman. Distinctive for its immaturity and indiscretion, the woman gets a friend to lay the groundwork for the breakup. After many hilarious prep sessions, the friend is deputized to tell the dumpy, I don't think she's over her last boyfriend. He really hurt her. Or, I think she's terrified of intimacy. She always runs in the other direction when she meets a great guy, etc. The ditcher moves in for the kill only after the friend has stabbed the dumpy in the heart a few times. Very risky, since the friend might screw up and or get angry about being caught in the crossfire. Dumpy will be outraged when he figures out he's been set up. The installment plan. Wow. Used only in relationships of lengthy duration. This woman dumps a guy in stages for 3 reasons. She believes it's more humane to give him time to get used to the idea. She wants to keep him hanging on in case she changes her mind at some point mid-ditch. And she hopes that by easing out of the relationship gradually, the decision will seem less like hers alone and more like it's mutual. First, I told him I wasn't very happy in the relationship. Then about a month later, I suggested some time apart. Next, I said I thought we ought to see other people casually. Finally, after 4 months, I told him I thought we should end things. Barbaric, because it prolongs Dumpy's agony and gives him false hope. A colossal waste of both parties' time. So that is how to dump a guy. And then I also got a little bookmark from Star Wars. I thought she was really pretty. And it has this little tassel on it, which I thought was pretty neat. So I got that as well. And then I got the Devs. Debutante season in Houston is underway, and 4 ultra-privileged girls await their invitation from the Glass Slipper Club. And then I got Ducky, which when I open it up, it's like these like lined journal entries, and I always have liked that style of book, so I decided to get that as well. And then I got Stargirl, even though my friend is letting me borrow his. I do like the story so far, and I haven't finished reading it, and I kind of want to give him back his book, because I feel bad for holding it for so long. So I got my own copy for pretty cheap at my thrift store. And then there is Loser. Um, it just starts out with you grew up with a kid, but you never really noticed him. He's just there, on the street, the playground, the neighborhood. He's part of the scenery, like the parked cars and the green plastic cans on trash day. You pass through school, first grade, second grade, there he is, going along with you. You're not friends, you're not enemies, you just cross paths now and then. Maybe at the park playground one day you look up, and there he is on the other end of the seesaw. Or it's winter and you sled to the bottom of Half Tank Hill, and you're trudging back up, and there he goes zipping down, his arms out like a swan diver, screaming his head off. And maybe it annoys you that he seems to be having even more fun than you, but it's a 1 second thought, and it's over. You don't even know his name, and then one day you do. You hear someone say a name, and somehow you just know that's who the name belongs to. It's that kid, Zinkoff. So that's how it starts. And I'm assuming it's probably about this boy who gets picked on and is a loser, obviously. Um, I'll get to this book eventually. I mean, I have so many books going on right now. In fact, I just introduced you guys to my present book on the top of my reading list, and that's A Dirty Job. Another thing I wanted to show you guys, I have a few of these, but I'm kind of between one right now. There are gravestone bleeding candles. I really like them. You can see like the wick is red from the blood on the inside. I really like them. They're really cool. Really nice for reading like creepy stories and stuff. So maybe I'll start burning this when this book gets really good, because I like looking over and seeing it like oozing blood. It's really cool. I got a bunch of these when I think it was CVS had their Halloween sale, and I just bought like a shitload of them. Like I probably bought like at least 10 of them. So I will be burning that soon. And that's all for this video. I will probably be reading another chapter of A Dirty Job soon, so stay tuned for that. Alright, bye guys.